SGIF appreciate our great mentor with your best of your best quote. No other person than the number one of DreamLife International, the president of DreamLife International, the number one speaker bureau in the whole of Western region in AIM Global, Ambassador Ango Solidari. You can have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Ambassador Solu. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, leaders in the house, champions, pro connectors of DreamLife International. Mo kí gbogbo wa kú ojúmọ́ òní. A dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tí ó dá ẹ̀mí wa sí di dédé àsìkò yìí. A dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run tó tún fún wa ní àlàáfíà láti lè pàdé. A dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run bákan náà gẹ́gẹ́ bí Mùsùlùmí tó ní kí ààwẹ̀ ọdún yìí kó sojú ẹ̀mí wa. Àmọ́ iye àwọn tí wọ́n palẹ̀ mọ́ àwẹ̀ yìí tí Ọlọ́run ò kádàrá pé wọ́n máa bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀. Àwa tọ́lọ́run bá wa tá a rí àǹfààní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀, Ọlọ́run mọ́sàájì kó ṣe wá láǹfààní jálẹ̀, mọ́sàájì ká lè gbà á parí. Gbogbo ìbádà tó yẹ ká ṣe, mọ́sàájì ká lè ṣe kó bá wa gbà á lẹ́sìn. Ká bá níbi tí yóò lérè. La hawla wala quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Thank you. You're welcome. Right now we have just the number I'm seeing here is very low. The number of participants I'm seeing here is very low. I don't want to believe that people are having suhoor sleep. See about young sun away. The reason being that there is a lot that we all have on our goal templates. How many of you here already set goals for this year? How many of you goals that is set that I achieve? If you are one of them, just type me on the chat box. Our 13 goals that I achieve. If you have not set your goals using our DreamLife template, you have not started. I want to set goals there. You are just hearing template for the first time. Ask your leader, ask your sponsor, we want to pay the goal setting templates. Now, those of you who already set goals, our market, if I may ask, how far have you gone? Because we are already towards the end of the first quarter. We are already into the last part of the first quarter. January till low. Yoruba man po pe àárọ̀ lọ́jọ́, and I said in addition or in extension, Monday lọ́sẹ̀ tí àárọ̀ bá jọjọ́, ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ ni pé gbogbo tó yẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe lóòjọ́ kẹ́yìn tètè jí mú ṣe láàárọ̀, kẹ́yìn tètè gbájúmọ́ láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù to increase your chance of finishing that thing and achieving it very well. Àárọ̀ lọ́jọ́, Monday lọ́sẹ̀, ìtẹ́ yẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe in a week, that's why you see so many people are always very serious, rushing to work on Monday. They have rested very well on Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, everybody goes to work. They go to their various places of endeavors. Monday, Lord said, attack on a Monday. January, 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 February, we are now in March. Today is 4th. March before you know it, 2025 is over. 2025. So you have goals. The question is, how fast are you approaching your goals? How many percent? Can you please put on the chat box? How many percentage of your goals you have achieved so far? Score yourself. Just think. Don't just type. Just think in terms of what you wrote. All of those things you wrote down that you want to achieve this year. Can you just grade yourself? Put. See, if you are not participating, you are just doing yourself. If you are too shy to participate in all this exercise, You are not helping yourself. Can you put on the chat box how many percentage of your set goals for year 2025 you have achieved? How many percent? How many percent? Only Pro Adam has answered here. Oh, not Pro Adam. Olarewaju Kamal. 10%. Okay, Pro Victoria, 5%. Okay, so these are the only serious people who are really ready to take part in this exercise. Okay, somebody says 0%. Okay. Rosuliat says 0%. Who else? Who else? Rojimba, 0%. Robelo Mansurat, 2%. Said Ayuba, 10%. Afonda, how many percent? 0%. Okay, Adam Lauraji, 0.5%. Now, if I'm starting a new series of training. I'm starting a new series of training. Hello, I am starting a new series of training today. And it is targeted at helping you to achieve your goals. Gbogbo àwa tí a bá fẹ́ kí a achieve goals wa àtàwọn dream wa faster than ever, starting from today. Make sure you do not miss out. Make sure you do not miss out on this special training. Make sure you do not miss out on this special training. I'm starting today. Okay? And that training is titled The 15 Laws of Growth. The 15 Laws of Growth. Òfin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún tí ẹ̀dá máa fi ń tẹ̀síwájú. Òfin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún tí ẹ̀dá fi máa ń dàgbà sókè. Fi máa ń dàgbà nínú ayé towards your set goals. Are we together? So if you are ready for this, type I'm ready on the chat box. If you are ready, type I'm ready. I want to know those who are really ready to learn, who are ready to concentrate, who are not here to be distracted, who are not here to just mark time or just warm the internet space. And Lomi, I can join the Zoom meeting. Tamati join it, huh? I want to want no participant role. They are off doing something else. If you are ready, type I'm ready. Okay. If you can follow these laws I want to share with you today, you begin to achieve your dream faster than ever. Like I normally say, with Design Your Life projects, what you are seeing on your screen is your future. That is a lifestyle of a billionaire. That is what you are seeing on your screen is showing abundance. I believe you are seeing my screen right now. So we go. The 15 laws of growth. The 15 laws of growth. How to grow like successful people and achieve success. How to grow like successful people and achieve success. But kí n tó sọ àwọn òfin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún tí èèyàn máa fi ń dàgbà sókè ní dáadáa, àwọn òfin tẹ́yìn máa fi ń lọ síwájú nínú ayé, mo fẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ discuss kíní kan tó ṣe pàtàkì tá ń pè ní potential. Please type on the chat box potential. Type potential. Kíni kan tá ń pè ní potential? It is your unique embedded success. Gbogbo wa ṣe wà yìí, gbogbo wa la ní oríire tọ́lọ́run bá ti dá mọ́ wa. Gbogbo wa la ní ẹ̀bùn tọ́lọ́run bá ti dá mọ́ wa. Gbogbo wa la ní dáadáa tọ́lọ́run bá ti dá mọ́ wa. Kò sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́run ò dáadáa, no matter how you look. Even if somebody is physically challenged, Do you know there are some people that are physically challenged and they are billionaire? I know of a Chinese who is a billionaire in dollars, not even in naira. Then there are so many billionaires in naira and they are crippled. They are physically challenged. Do you know there are blind people that are richer than you? Potential. So forget about your look. Forget the fact that you are black or somebody is white or somebody is whatever. Everybody is created with potential. Gbogbo kálukú wa lọ́lọ́run fún lẹ́bùn. Gbogbo kálukú wa lọ́lọ́run dáadáa. Potential signifies possibilities. Potential dúró fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ oore. Fulfilling your potential stands for purpose fulfillment. Purpose fulfillment. Kéèyàn rí dáadáa gbéṣe. Kéèyàn rí oríire ṣe. Kéèyàn rí iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run bá rán, ìdí tọ́lọ́run bá ṣe dá wa, kéèyàn rí jẹ́. Náà ni potential ń tọ́ka sí. Potential signifies greatness. Kéèyàn tóbi nínú ayé, kéèyàn achieve nínú ayé. Potential is a very powerful word. You agree with me that everybody is born with his own potential. Kò sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́run ọba ò fún lẹ́bùn. But yet, somebody will be wondering, if you say we are all blessed with gifts in us, we all have our innate gifts. Gbogbo Ọlọ́run fún lẹ́bùn, gbogbo Ọlọ́run dáadáa, Ọlọ́run dá wa dáa. Kí ló wá dé táwọn èèyàn ń struggle nínú ayé? Kí ló dé táwọn èèyàn ń suffer? Kí ló dé táwọn èèyàn ń ṣe wàhálà? Bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi ṣe ń ṣe wàhálà tó kò rí orí ara rẹ̀ bọ́. People struggle through life, and yet we say they are born with potential. How could I explain that? How could you explain that? The truth is that not many people are able to discover their potential. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá rí tó bá ń struggle nínú ayé, àwọn tí wọn ò tí discover potential ni wọ́n ni. Àbáwọn tí wọ́n discover potential wọn, but they are not able to develop it. They couldn't develop their potential. They couldn't make it to manifest. So àwọn òfin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún tá fẹ́ kọ́ lónìí are going to help you. Hello? Àwọn òfin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún tá fẹ́ kọ́ lónìí, they are going to help you to discover your potential. They are going to help you to grow your potential, manifest your potential. The number one, become an intentional learner. Law number one, become an intentional learner. Jẹ́ ẹni tí ó dìídì máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Growth is not just about hitting goals. Tẹ́bá ní kéèyàn dàgbà nínú ayé, kéèyàn tẹ̀síwájú nínú ayé, kìí ṣe pé kéèyàn kàn máa ráwọn goals kan achieve lásán kọ́. You need to focus on growth. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ dàgbà. Téèyàn bá ṣe ń dàgbà sí, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ́yìn ó ṣe máa rí dáadáa gbéṣe sí. When you focus on growth, you will grow and always hit goals. Now, mind you, as a human being, you are not just made up of your physical body. Please listen to this. Whatever thing you are doing, please pay attention. This aspect I want to explain now is very, very critical. It's going to help you to maximize every other thing I'll be teaching. Makes you to understand them better. Are you paying attention? If you are listening, type yes, yes. If you are listening, type yes, yes. Bí a ṣe wà yìí, ìgbà tí wọ́n bí wa sáyé látọmọ ọwọ́ a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dàgbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn òbí wa, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rákò àkọ́kọ́ a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dájòkó, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rákò, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rìn. That is not growth in its entirety. That is just growth in one aspect of your body. That is just growth in your physical body. Ara rẹ ló ń grow. Ara tó lè fọwọ́ kàn báyìí, òun ni nǹkan tó ń grow, tó fi ń lè rìn, tó fi ń ga sí, tó ń develop muscle, tẹ́gùn rẹ̀ ń lé sí. But don't forget, as a human being, you are not just made up of physical body. You also have what is called your spiritual part of your body, your emotional part of your body, the mental part of your body. Everybody is made up of these four aspects. You have your physical body, you have your mental body, you have your spiritual body, and you have your emotional body. Physical body nìkan ló máa ń grow automatically. You don't need to say, oh yeah, I want to grow this morning, I want to grow tomorrow, I want to grow next week. Your physical body, I hope you are listening, your physical body grows automatically. But does our mental also grow automatically? Does our emotional part of our body grows automatically? No. For you to grow them, you are over time, you have to be intentional about it. Kí ló wá fà téèyàn ṣe máa grow? Àwọn nǹkan kan ló fà tá a fi máa rí bí grow in all these aspects. They are called growth gaps traps. Growth gaps traps. Àwọn gàgá kan ń bẹ tí wọ́n tún wá dà gẹ́gẹ́ bí tàkúté. Àwọn gàgá tàkúté tí ò ń jẹ́ kí èèyàn lè dàgbà nínú ayé. Kí ni àwọn gàgá yẹn? Kí ni àwọn tàkúté yẹn? Ìgbàgbọ́ ni, ara ìgbàgbọ́ ni. There are some mistaken beliefs creating gaps that keeps people from growing and reaching their potential. Àwọn ìgbàgbọ́ tí ò sunwọ̀n, àwọn ìgbàgbọ́ tí ò dáa tó ń fà wá sẹ́yìn, tí ò jẹ́ ká lè discover potential wa, tí ò jẹ́ ká lè grow potential wa. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá dàgbà nílé ayé, tí ó bá grow, tí ó bá máa lọ síwájú, yẹ mo sọ síwájú, kìí ṣe pé bóyá kẹ́yìn rí nǹkan gbé ṣe ló mì ní pé yẹn ń lọ síwájú. Àìmọye ẹni tó rí nǹkan gbé ṣe tí ò grow, tí ò mature, ní tó gbé ṣe yẹn padà wá bàjẹ́ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé ẹ̀kọ́ rẹ̀ ò tó, kò gbé nǹkan tọ́lọ́run bá fún yẹn. Like if somebody become rich in luckily, kéèyàn ta lótò ń sìn, kó ta bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú kó wá di millionaire, àbí kó make a million. Does that make that person a millionaire? Does not make that person a millionaire. Until he masters how to maintain that million, how to make more million over and over. Tó bá gba million yẹn lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀, ability láti lè tún make me, òun ló sọ ẹni yẹn di millionaire. So it's not just about achieving goals. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń dàgbà, a jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn kọ̀ọ̀kan máa dàgbà in physical appearance. Ó ń dàgbà nínú ọpọlọ, ó ń dàgbà nínú ìròrí, ó ń dàgbà in his judgment, ó ń dàgbà in his spirit, in his relationship with his creator. Àwọn gàgá kan wá ń bẹ tó máa ń fàyàn sẹ́yìn tí èjì kéèyàn tètè dàgbà. Àwọn ni mo fẹ́ treat squarely lónìí under becoming an intentional learner. Òfin alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ nìyẹn, becoming an intentional learner. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ grow, you must be intentional in learning. Ó mì ní pé wàá dìídì fara rẹ lẹ̀ pé mo fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. gbogbo ẹni tó bá dàgbà nílé ayé, gbogbo ẹni tó bá lọ síwájú yóò dìídì kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, yóò bùkátà ẹ̀kọ́, kò ní jẹ́ni tí wọ́n ń fọwọ́ tì pé kó lọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, kò ní jẹ́ni tí wọ́n tó ń fún lákàrà wá gba sweet kó tó di pé yẹ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. If you come to Millionaire School today, I will pay for your transport. Okay, don't worry, I will pay for your ticket. Even though that your sponsor knows that you can afford that money, he knows that you have it or you could raise it, but he knew that you can't see the essence of learning yet. Ó rí pé ó tí mọ rírì ẹ̀kọ́, wọ́n fi transport fare, wọ́n fi owó ticket, wọ́n fi encourage ẹ. You need to grow beyond ẹni tó mọ̀ fọwọ́ rọ́ pé kó kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Why haven't you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Data. Okay, don't worry. I'll give you 200,000, 200 naira data. Okay, I'll do subscription for you. To go to our YouTube today. I want you to go and subscribe so that you can start learning. Okay, go to our. You are just being encouraged. You have not really started, going for knowledge by yourself. So if you really want to grow, you have to be intentional. Ó ní àníyàn pé mo fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sẹ́. Àkọ́kọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ nìyẹn, gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ga ó gbọ́dọ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. I hope that is taken. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá ga sẹ́, ẹni tí ó bá dàgbà. Ìdàgbàsókè, growth starts with learning. Gàgà alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó máa ń prevent àwọn èèyàn. Àbí trap. Takute tó máa ń máwọn èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ tí èjé kí wọ́n lè lọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ is the assumption gap. The assumption gap. Kí nìkan tó ń pè ní assumption gap? Òun ni kéèyàn máa rò pé tóun bá sáà ti ń bẹ gbogbo ìmọ̀ tóun nídìí ọmọ wa bá òun automatically lòun máa grow. Kéèyàn máa ní plan nípa bó mo ṣe fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. When people think like I assume that I will automatically grow, when people think when they assume that they will automatically grow, no. It is only physical growth that is automatic. Only physical growth that is automatic. Even that physical growth is also limited in its automation. Òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ lè fi ẹni tí kàn ń jẹun tí ń sùn tí ń jí tó wá ń dàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ lè fi wé ẹni tó pé yàtọ̀ sí pé ó ń dàgbà ó ń sùn ń jí ó tún wá ń exercise. Can you compare the two? Who among the two do you think will develop more physically than each other? Is it the one that just living through life? Or is it the one that is intentional in exercising his body? Tell me. Of course, ẹni tó ń exercise yẹn, body tí ẹ máa develop dáadáa ju ẹni tó yẹ pé òun kàn ń bẹ ni, nǹkan sùn nǹkan jí ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè develop physical body yín intentionally. Kẹ́yìn máa gbé weight, kó máa lift heavy things, kó máa squat, kó máa jog. Come say oríṣiríṣi aerobics kankan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè wà intentional in developing your muscle, your strength, your bone. The same way you can develop your mental muscle. The same way you can develop your emotional muscle. The same way you can develop your spiritual muscle. Bá a ṣe ní physical muscle jura wa lọ, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la ní spiritual muscle jura wa lọ. Lẹ́nu gba bẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí, ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwẹ̀ láàrin ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Some people are probably close to finishing a Quran. There are some people lẹ́pẹ́ láàrin ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tá a ti rọra gbàwẹ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ti parí odidi Quran kan. Àbí wọ́n ti dá sí méjì. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ fi spiritual muscle ẹnìyẹn wé àwa tó yẹ pé tipátipá láfi finish ọyọ kan ní gbogbo àwẹ̀. They're not the same. One person is intentional than the other. So kéèyàn má jẹ́ni tó kàn máa wà nílé ayé tó máa assume pé ìdàgbàsókè ọkàn máa wá bá òun tóun bá kàn bẹ tóun bá ń live life wọn anyhow. Our physical body grew automatically, but we have to be intentional to grow mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. No one develops personally by accident. You must make that a conscious goal. Tó bá fẹ́ dàgbà, ó dìídì pinnu lọ́kàn ara rẹ pé mo fẹ́ lọ síwájú sẹ́, then you start learning. Mo fẹ́ lẹ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bò máa sì lọ síwájú. Àkọ́kọ́ náà, àkọ́kọ́ mọ̀ pé kí ni mo fẹ́ fìgbésí ayé mi ṣe. What do I want to do with my life? What do I want to do with my life? Then you decide what kind of knowledge do I need to gather towards living the kind of person I want to become, towards achieving my life goals, my life purpose. Ọlọ́run nídìí tóun ṣe dá wa ní ká wá sí òun. Ẹni tí ó bá sin lọ́hun, ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ Ọlọ́run náà. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ wá Ọlọ́run kan pé bó lọ́lọ́run ṣe jẹ́ gan, bó là á ṣe ń sin lọ́hun. Are you getting it? You have to gather the knowledge. Ẹni tí ó bá sin lọ́hun gbọ́dọ̀ nímọ̀ nípa Ọlọ́run first. Bó lẹ́ ṣe ń sin lọ́hun. Ó fẹ́ di lawyer, ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ school of law. Ó fẹ́ di doctor, ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ medical school. Ó fẹ́ di professional networker. You must attend trainings made for such. You must receive mentorship from other higher professional networkers that are better than you. Àmọ́ kẹ́yìn assume pé ṣèbí mo ti register náà. Anytime tí mo bá lọ service, mo bá lọ gba product àti mo lọ rẹ́ sẹ́yìn, at least àwọn training tí bá ń ta simulating náà, ara ẹ̀ náà nu. I have some people like that sometimes in my team. Maybe some of them are still, still exist. When did they attend the training? So, even your millionaire school, Tomba wasi millionaire school, show no one wants any millionaire school. One was all one low perfume. Amaru han káàkiri. Kò ní farabalẹ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ náà mọ̀ bọ̀. Bóyá kàn wá fẹ́ gba package ni. Àbá ó fẹ́ gba code. Bá ti wá gbà yá tún yọjú sínú inú training hall á ṣe gbogbo àwọn kìnìún ni Mr. Ango ti kọ́ wa. Wọ́n ti kọ́ wa láwọn kìnìún yàrá kan ti kọ́ wa rí. He's trying to justify why he cannot stay. These are the kind of people that assume that they will automatically grow spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It's a lie. Growth is not just automatic. Even that of physical body growth is limited. If you want to really grow your muscle, you have to be intentional. Gàgà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì tó tún mú amọ́lẹ̀ tí ẹ jẹ́ ká lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, it is called the knowledge gap. When people say, I don't know how to grow, ìmọ̀bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ṣe wọ́n ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà ni. Tó bá tètè yára, if you don't find way on how to learn now, guess what? When I say guess what, you say what? If you cannot be intentional, if you still telling yourself you don't know how to grow, guess what? Come on, I say guess what? The University of Hard Knocks is waiting for you. The University of what? Hard Knocks is waiting for you. Same university don't pay any University of Hard Knocks. Do you know what is University of Hard Knocks? University of Hard Knocks. It won't pay any University of Hard Knocks. Òun ni ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́yẹ máa ń kọ́ wá níta. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti dìídì fàyè sílẹ̀ láti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ìta ó padà kọ́ ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wálé. When you refuse to learn about money management, one day that person could lose his entire life savings. Haven't you seen why somebody retires? I have seen somebody that retired from military, and this guy was This guy was blessed that all retired successfully. He's still very, kind of vibrant in his head. The man is still in his mid-40s. Older retire call in military. On wa gbé millions of naira kan fún, maybe up to 3 million or so. Ọba ná owó yẹn ni because of lack of financial education. Ó wá wá bí tó wọ́n kówó sí tó wọ́n ní ṣe nǹkan kan. Lóòótọ́, there are kind of business portfolios. What can say with riffraffs? This guy scatter his money everywhere. There are many people like that. Don't worry, I'm offering 10%. So I suppose for 10% back. I call for money. That was how he lost all his life savings from retirement. That's what they call University of Hard Knock. Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó máa ń kàyàn kó wálé gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti farabalẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ayé ọ̀padà kọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. And sẹ́ni tí yẹn bá ṣẹlẹ̀ 2 ways ló máa ń pín sí. Ìsídà kí ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn kó wá jẹ́ kẹ́ni yẹn gbọ́n kó wá change àbí kó wá kó knock ẹ̀ pátápátá tí ó wá sọ di ẹ̀dùn arinlẹ̀. So ó better kéèyàn farabalẹ̀ planning his personal growth. It is much better to plan your growth than waiting for the University of Hard Knocks to knock you down. Are we learning? Ẹlẹ́kẹta nínú àwọn gàgá tó ń mú àwọn èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ tó lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ òun ni the timing gap. The timing gap. I hope you are paying attention to these gaps. Number one gap that is called gap trap is assumption gap. Kéèyàn máa rò pé tóun bá kàn ń bẹ tóun sùn tóun jí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wọ́n máa he ìmọ̀ wọ́n máa he ìmọ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ títì from people that don't even know where they are going. Wọ́n máa he ìmọ̀ from news. Tẹ́ pé bad news ni wọ́n ń tà. Kéèyàn assume ipe growth is automatic. Kéèyàn máa rò pé wọn ò mọ ibi tóun ti fẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ kàkà kó dídì béèrè pé dákun ẹni tó bá fẹ́ darú nǹkan báyìí irú ìmọ̀ wọn ló need, irú ibo ló yẹ kó máa rìn sí kó wá plan ẹ̀, irú àwọn ìwé wo ló yẹ kó máa kà. How many times have you seen people ask the question of ẹjọ́ pẹ̀lú network marketing business mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí àwọn ìwé wo ni mo lè máa kà? Does it normally happen? Please answer this question. Does people often ask you what kind of book can I read now that I've started in this network marketing business? Please answer it. Does people normally ask you? Is it very common for people to ask? Rarely. Please, do you see my screen very well? Is my screen showing properly? I'm seeing a sign here that shows that my screen is not clear. Is it clear at your own end? If my screen is very clear, please type yes. Okay, it's not clear. Let me reshare it. I hope you are learning. I believe it is showing now. So, gàgá keta òun timing gap. Timing gap. It is not the right time for me to learn. People only ask about the money. They don't normally ask you about the book. Thank you. Àwọn yẹn sábà béèrè pé ìwé wo ni mo lè kà, àwọn training wo ni mo láti gbọ́, ǹjẹ́ láwọn fídíò tó lè kọ́ mi nípa product, ǹjẹ́ láwọn fídíò tó lè kọ́ mi nípa presentation, mo fẹ́ kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe di present, mo fẹ́ di a good presenter, ǹjẹ́ láwọn training kan tí mo lè gbà nípa closing. Not much people ask questions about knowledge they need to grow. They just say that mi wá mọ̀, wọn ò dẹ̀ ní béèrè. Is what they call knowledge gap. Then the timing gap. Ní kéèyàn máa sọ pé àsìkò tí tó fóun àbí àsìkò tó ń wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí kò rọgbọ fóun. Look, whether you feel like it or not, now is the time to grow personally. Now is the time to grow. Whether you feel like it. Gbogbo àwọn tó ẹ̀kọ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ trading. When you start some people, you need to start your SMO. Trading tá a gbé kalẹ̀ fún oṣù kan. Tá a máa ń ṣe lórí card, tá a máa market, tá a máa market card yẹn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, tá yóò fi kọ́ gbogbo àwọn ìmọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ̀ tán. Regardless of wherever you are, you can do it physically or you can learn it online if you show seriousness and you finish that training. Many people, when you tell them pé mo fẹ́ ká ṣe IPO yín, mo fẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ SMO yín, a ní ẹ̀mọ́ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé mo fẹ́ travel, tí mo bá dé tó bá ṣe jẹ́ṣá, tó bá jẹ jẹ́ṣá. That's how people tell themselves that the time is not ripe, and they create that gap and they refuse to learn. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin is what is called the mistake gap. The mistake gap. I am afraid of making mistake because some people are afraid of making mistake. For that reason, they don't want to learn. Àkọ́kọ́ náà, ẹni tó bá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, yóò kọ́kọ́ gbà pé wọn ò mọ̀ kankan. To grow, you have to admit you don't have the answers to all life questions. Ó kọ́kọ́ gbà pé o ò nímọ̀ tó. Even if you are the head of department from where you are coming from, or you are the director of a ministry, or you are a professor of a particular discipline, when you come into network marketing, you have to mellow down. You have to bring yourself down to learn. You have to be humble to learn. Look, before I got into M Global, I already have about 10 good years of experience in network marketing. But ìyẹn ò túmọ̀ sí pé mo nímọ̀ nípa company tuntun tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. There are some knowledge that are generic in network marketing, but there are some other knowledge that are specific about company. So possible kí a distributor of another network marketing company that is not a registered member of M Global, so possible fún ẹni yẹn láti ṣe presentation business wa perfectly. So that possible láti ṣe presentation yẹn at all. Is it possible? Please answer it. Somebody who have never registered with M Global, he has never attended M Global presentation for the first time. He is working with another network marketing company with a different marketing plan. Is it possible for that person to come here and present our business? Kò possible. Even our 31 BB gan, 30 BOM several times. Is it every one of you that have listened to BOM that can explain the BOM? No, the answer is no. So you want to back you might be good in mathematics. That does not translate that you are good in network marketing. You might be good in English language. Your spoken English might be better than me. But when it comes to this knowledge of network marketing, you have to humble yourself to learn it from somebody who is better than you. So don't be afraid of showing that weakness. That you do not have access to some challenges in this business. You have to humble yourself to learn. Be willing to make mistakes. To grow, you must embrace making mistakes. For example, and it will call out to prospect. Go and prospect him. So go and prospect this person and share tickets for invitation with him, or administer a questionnaire to him. I've taught you how to invite people. Now go and invite your people to your business lunch. And you will go, hey, just like that. Because we don't want to make mistake, you refuse to take steps. That person can never learn. Whoever is afraid of folly can never walk. So that is one of those gaps that is trapping people down and preventing them from being intentional in their learning process. Assumption, kéèyàn máa assume ipe òun máa grow naturally. Kéèyàn máa sọ pé òun ò mọ bóun ó ṣe gbàgbà tóun bá mọ ibi tóun ti get knowledge. Why don't you ask? Àbí kéèyàn máa sọ pé àsìkò yẹn ò tí tó, àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀gbọ fún àwọn ọmọ mi ìkéré, ká nípa àwọn ọmọ mi ti yọnu díẹ̀ sí nísìnyí, ọkọ mi iṣẹ́ kíní ló máa ń ṣe, ká ní pé iṣẹ́ mi ọkọ mi ṣiṣẹ́ oṣù nísìnyí, màá mọ̀ pé máa ráyè, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ tó bá mi dúró shop, ká ní pé mo bá lọ́mọ tó bá mi dúró shop ni. All of those are excuses. You can never find a right time. Àbí kéèyàn máa bẹ̀rù pé wọn ò fẹ́ ṣe mistake. Tó bá lọ bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí, wọ́n máa ṣe mistake, wọ́n fi mí sí ẹ̀yẹ. Tó bá pè wọ́n tó wọ́n bá dáhùn kọ́, I will look stupid. All of those are gaps that thrust people down. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀karùn-ún, the perfection gap. I have to find the best way before I start. People that make this kind of statement can never grow. They can never learn. And if they can never learn, they can never grow. Trying to find the best way, just start with whatever you have. Start with whatever you have. As you go along, the best tool will surface. Oh, ní good Android phone. To if you join the cell meeting, you can ask your leader to always send the audio clip of our training to your phone, because your phone can play audio. That is why most of the time when I send in our what's it called, cell meeting video training, I also send in audio clip. Nítorí àwọn tí wọn ò ní fóònù gidi. You can ask your leader to help you convert some of this video to audio. You can decide to be learning offline pending when you get a good phone. Just start somewhere. You can start reading soft copy pending when you're able to buy hard copy for yourself. You can start by listening to audio clips, by listening to audio clip of books. Perfection gap is another trap that is holding people back. Elekefa is the inspiration gap. I hope you are taking note of this. Inspiration gap. Ara mi ọkàn yá sí training yẹn ni, ara mi ọkàn yá sí ọ́fíìsì yẹn ni, ẹsẹ̀ mi ò yá sí millionaire school yẹn ni, ọ̀nà bẹ̀ wọn ọ̀jọ́ mọ́nà mi ni, kẹ́ ẹ̀ máa feel pé òun orí wọn ò wú ni, ara wọn ọ̀yá gágá láti lọ lẹ́ni. Inspiration gap. I don't feel like doing it. Just start. Start and fall in love. Tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, díẹ̀ nìkan mọ̀ unfold sí. As you are learning one thing, see, every new positive step you take will serve like a stepping stone to an other higher level. Have you seen that any that over say that can you can do láti tún ṣe dáadáa mi sí? Tẹ́ ẹ bá dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí saburu tó bá ti saburu kékeré kan, aburu kékeré yóò tún mọ̀ dé kéèyàn mọ̀ saburu mi sí ni. Start and fall in love. You will be inspired to continue. I didn't get to where I am today in one day. Just start. Number 7, the comparison gap. Kéèyàn máa compare ara rẹ̀ máwọn tó jù ú lọ. Kéèyàn máa ronú pé others are better than I am. Hey, training tẹ́ni kí n máa wá millionaire school, àwọn ọmọ gbé èbó. Gbogbo èbó tẹ́ máa ń sọ yẹn, èbó yín ti pọ̀ jù. What is holding you back is what is called comparison gap. O ti ń compare ara rẹ̀ máwọn tó gbé èbó. You don't need to compare yourself to them. Just learn from them. Sit with them. That their glory will rub off on you. Ẹ fi ẹnìkan tó gbọ́ èbó tátàtà, ẹni tó gbé èbó tátàtà, ẹ gbé lọ ìlú èbó nísìn. Kẹ wá jù sáàrin àwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́ tí wọ́n gbọ́ fònẹ́ gidi, tí wọ́n gbọ́ èbó gidi tó jiná, kọjọ́ máa jọ sùn, kọjọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀, kọjọ́ máa jí, kọjọ́ máa jáde, kọjọ́ máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan. Give that person a year or two, he will begin to speak like the rest of others. So you don't need to compare yourself to those who are better than you. Just rub with them, rub shoulder with them so that you can learn from them. Èmi ò mọ̀ ṣe tó àwọn lágbájá ní kó figbágbága pẹ̀lú wọn lọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn ni. When they are booking, sit down by their side and listen to how they book. When they are doing one-on-ones, listen to how they do it. When they are closing, listen to their closing. If somebody can close better than you, somebody can prosper better than you, whatever somebody can do better than you, go and learn from that person. You don't need to compete with such a person. The comparison gap. Sonyewa, and I hope I'm not talking to myself. Sonye. And the last, but not the least, about gap traps. It is what we call the expectation gap. The expectation gap. Kéèyàn máa rò pé tóun bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí learn, gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn máa rọrùn lọ ní, kò ní sí stress rárá. I thought it would be easier than this. No, don't expect. We are not promising you it's going to be easy, but the only thing we are promising you is that it is possible. It is possible that you learn and grow, but we are not saying it's going to be easy, because nothing good comes easy. Kò sí nǹkan tó dá láyé yìí tó máa ń rọrùn. Kódà ẹni tí ó wọ̀ náà yóò ṣe yàlá yàṣẹ. I hope you know that. Àwọn tí ó wọ̀ náà, àwọn náà ó ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn tá sì wà lìjẹ́ náà, kí làwọn náà ó ṣe? Àwọn náà ó ṣiṣẹ́. Ìwọ tó fẹ́ sórí ire ó ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ tó bá fẹ́ sórí burúkú náà ó ṣiṣẹ́. You can't change your destination overnight. Sorry, you can change your destination overnight, but you can't change your direction. You can change your direction overnight, rather. You can't change your destination. And you're like, go. Níbi tó wà nísìn, o ní mọ̀ tó. Ibi tẹ́yẹ wà nísìn tí ò ní mọ̀ tó, tí ò good tó, mọ̀ kó mọ̀ wá expect pé lóòjọ́ kan wàá change position rẹ̀ yẹn. Wàá dẹni tó mọ̀ tán lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. No, you can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. You can change your direction overnight. Even today, you can change your direction. But starting from today, I want to start to learn. I want to start to learn. Èmi náà fẹ́ di ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n nínú network marketing. Èmi náà mo fẹ́ dẹni tí wọ́n tarayọ́ máa wárí fún níbi ìmọ̀ okòwò alásopọ̀ yìí. Èmi náà fẹ́ dẹni tó ní network tó ga. You are changing your direction here overnight, almost instantaneously. But your destination kò wá débẹ̀. O ò lè débẹ̀ lóòjọ́ kan. Níjọ́ tá a bá gùn kọ́lá karùn-ún. E ò lè débẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Kẹ́yìn náà gbéra sọ. You can't start network marketing just this week and you expect to talk the way I talk. It took me years to gather the level of confidence that I have today. It took me a lot of sleepless nights, hard work to develop myself. It took me a long time to interact with a lot of people that are better than me, learn from them before I was able to get to the level I am today. So if you also want to grow, expect that it's going to take you time and it's not going to be that easy. I will learn it. So to round this up, how to become intentional learner. This is the assignment for you. How to become an intentional learner. Ẹni láti béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara yín, which of the growth gaps has stopped you from growing rapidly, or even growing at all? Nínú àwọn gàgà tàkúté oríṣiríṣi àbí àwọn tàkúté gàgà oríṣiríṣi tá a ti kà kalẹ̀ yìí, èwo ló ń mú wọn náà dúró, èwo ló ń fà ẹ́ sẹ́yìn? So wọn náà wà náà àwọn tó máa ń àzùn pé táwọn bá kàn ń wá sọ́fíìsì lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ìmọ̀ ọkàn mọ́ dára àwọn báyẹn. Àbọ̀ wà náà àwọn tó ń wò pé táìmù ò tí ì tó fáwọn. Àwọn wà náà àwọn tó ń fira wọn wé àwọn ẹlòmíì tó ti jù wọ́n lọ pé mo ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn ti good, àwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tipẹ́. Àbọ̀ wà náà àwọn tí wọn ò wà intentional láti learn, and so on and so forth. Àbí àwọn tó wà náà àwọn tó ń wò pé ìjọ tó bá feel like ni wàá mọ feel learn. Whether you feel like it or not, you have to just do something. Ìjọ wà náà àwọn tó ń lọ pásìkò tí tó. Which of the growth gaps has stopped you from growing? How many of you here can identify one out of these growth gaps tó ti affect already? Put it on the chat box. Identify one that has affected you. Is it assumption gap? Is it knowledge gap? Is it timing gap? Is it mistake gap? Kéèyàn máa bẹ̀rù àti ṣe mistake ni òun àjọkó learn. Is it perfection gap? Òun retí ìgbà tásìkò máa rọrùn tí gbogbo nǹkan máa wà pẹ́ tí wàá ní laptop, tí wàá ní Android, tí wàá ní everything, tí wàá lówó, tí wàá fi ra data ńlá kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Are you one of those who was held back by perfection gap or inspiration gap? Sometimes when you don't feel like, ara mi ọ̀yá sọ́fíìsì lónìí, ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé training wà, ọmọ pé success master class wà, ọ̀lára rẹ̀ ọ̀yá ọ̀dẹ̀ sùn bẹ́ẹ̀. Has that ever happened to you? If it has happened to you, then that is inspiration gap. Comparison gap. Which of them? Or expectation gap? Or are you one of those who think it's going to be that easy? So you need to identify which of the gaps have stopped you personally from developing personally. Then how much time can you dedicate for personal growth? The dasiko lo fẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ látòní yìí lọ láti máa grow ara rẹ̀. So ṣetán láti lè máa fàyè sílẹ̀ pé látòní lọ mi ò ní meet super cell meeting mọ́. Látòní lọ my immediate discipline, my immediate nation's cell meeting, personal development hour, mi ò ní máa miss ẹ̀ mọ́. Látòní lọ mi ò ní máa miss millionaire school mọ́. Every second Saturday of the month, màmá máa wà ń bẹ̀ ní either offline or online. Látòní lọ every Friday evening, nínú àwẹ̀ tá a wà yìí, 3 o'clock, lẹ́yìn àwẹ̀ 4:30, mi ò ní máa miss success master class mọ́. How much time are you ready to dedicate? Látòní lọ, tó bá ti di lálẹ́ kí n tó sùn, màá máa lọ sórí YouTube channel wa láti máa learn gbogbo àwọn training tó ti ṣe kí n tó wọlé sínú business, because you just want to develop yourself. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ga yóò kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Téèyàn bá kàn make owó tẹ́ pé owó nìkan ló ranjú mọ́ make owó, the person's days are numbered. Yóò padà jádànù kó nínú business. Àmẹ́ni tó bá nímọ̀, irú wọn ló máa ń wà very stable. Irú wọn ni challenge máa dé tí challenge ó bá mọ̀ lára wọn. Ó dẹ̀ overcome challenge yẹn and they will grow higher. Lastly, you need to start now. You need to start now to develop yourself personally. So guys, I have just given you one out of the 15 laws of growth, which is for you to become an intentional learner. Become an intentional learner. And by God's grace, inshallah, we will continue with the rest. As many mobile treat in the Millionaire School. So this is going to be continued in Millionaire School. Are we learning? So meet me in this month's Millionaire School. Don't forget, this coming Saturday is our Millionaire School. So meet me in Millionaire School, where we continue on these 15 laws. I'm going to treat some on that day, and I will continue after that on our subsequent Super Cell meeting. Thank you for joining me for today. God bless you all. I'll be handing over to my coordinator. Before I hand over to coordinator, I want to briefly let you know of something. Let me share something with you. at the management level, at the leadership level of Dream Life International,